So I'm gonna come back in and cut this corner out because you see it doesn't fit over here. So I'll do that last. But now I'm gonna come in and do these all nice and even, like that. So okay guys, this is me building the doors for it. I had a little bit of challenges, but I kind of worked through them. So these are like 1.5 by 1.5 maybe, or even thinner. You see the other door that I had already made. Sorry, my lighting was kind of messed up, but this will be the doors for the bigger part of the outdoor kitchen. This outdoors kitchen was a lot of fun to build, I think. I really enjoyed it, and the results were just amazing. So as you can see, I do 3 of them here. I just spaced them accordingly, and I used 2 nails to hold them down, and just that board to kind of guide me. So as you can see, I'm just testing them out, make sure that they're nice and sturdy. And this is me securing the last slats onto it and seeing if they'll fit. So what I did is I went and cut the tops off, and then I nailed the tops on there so that they kind of match. Nobody will be able to tell, but just me, I'll know about it. But so there are some difficulties here that I had to kind of overcome, and I had to figure out how I was gonna do the door because I had never built a door, and also putting a base here. So I pre-drilled for the door hinges. As you can tell, I pre-drilled them so that it didn't crack the wood. And these are just hinges that I bought at Home Depot. They're gate hinges. So again, you see I secure the bottom of it, and this is they were all pre-drilled as well, and small screws make sure it doesn't go all the way through. And these don't have to be super tight, just tight enough so that they don't fall off. And as you can see here, I had to go back and trim some of that down with the angle grinder and with the sanding wheel on it. So you'll see me later on. I'll go back through it several times as I have to go back and make some readjustments. So if something doesn't work right, just don't give up. There's more than one ways you could do it. This is just the way I wanted to do it. I chose to do it because it worked for me, and in my head it made sense. But on these outdoor kitchens, something like this would cost you, hundreds of dollars, if not more, just for the base itself. And this you could take pride knowing that you built it yourself, build it from scratch. So again, I'm pre-drilling the other side. These are just screws that I bought at Lowe's. I think these are 1.5 inch, and the other ones, the smaller ones, are 1/2 inch. Sorry, these screws I bought at Walmart. And that's just measuring the other side so that it kind of lines up. And they didn't line up perfectly, just somewhat. You can't tell by the naked eye. I think they're 6 inches from the bottom. But these hinges I think are rated at 20 pounds each, I think. So definitely more than enough that I need to hold this doors in them. I think these doors probably weigh like 4 or 5 pounds, if that. Very light. So again, like I've told you before, this was all granite that was left over from a previous job that I wanted to build for my barbecue grill. And the results I think are just amazing for this barbecue grill. And you'll see at the end of it, you'll see kind of what it looks like. I'll post a picture of it, or what it looks like, the final result with the grill on it. You've kind of seen already with some, but not the finished product of it. And this is kind of would be nice if you had 2 people, one holding the door. I just had me, myself, and I, and had to try to wiggle it and secure it in place. And I think if you have 2 people too, it makes it better because you don't get the unevenness of it. You get a nice even and you're able to space it properly so that you don't end up having to come back and grind some more stuff. So here's kind of where you're starting to see the problem here. You see those pieces sticking out here. Eventually I have to come back. I have to come back here and I grind them down, but then that doesn't really work very well. You'll see what I mean here shortly. So these are me making some adjustments because it wasn't closing all the way. And that's why I have this funky mask. And it was really cold out here too, so we had just had freezing weather the night before, so it was kind of nice to wear these nice warm stuff on me. So I had to trim these down because I couldn't get it to work that way I wanted to. I just, um, yeah, so I had to trim them down and I had to go back and even sand them down some more. And you'll see here why shortly. And I did that on the other side as well. And if I had thought about this earlier, probably would have been better as well. But you know, catch 22 or hindsight, right? Looking back. And this board right there that you saw me measure, I have to go back and run it through the table saw to make it thinner as well because it's too big right now. And this is just an angle grinder with a sanding wheel on it that I use. So here it is how it fits. It was nailed down, and this is finishing the sides of it because there was a piece on there that was missing. But since I had a table saw off, I figure I'd do it as well at the same time, right? So the reason you see me with so much different clothing is because I would work on it 1 hour one day, 2 hours the other day, 30 minutes one day. One day it was cold, the other day it wasn't so cold. So it's probably taking me maybe a month of working on it, but you know, I would work on it like 1 hour here, 2 hours here, 30 minutes here. So this is that part I was telling you about that I had to trim down. And I think this definitely works better here, so you can see the doors close and I'm finishing that top of it. You can't really see it, but I can, so I'm nailing them down, and I just use finishing nails on here to nail these down to this outdoor kitchen. And I don't know if that's the right name for it, outdoor kitchen or outdoor grill or outdoor table, but anyways, I'm calling it an outdoor kitchen because I'm putting my barbecue grill right next to it, so outdoor kitchen it is for me. And so this is me securing extra pieces of wood so that I could have the door stuff that is used, the door hardware, so that it closes and it stays closed. And I just kind of mark them and then kind of lightly pre-drill them. And these again I bought at Home Depot. I'm not sure, you know, what the proper science is to do it, but you know, it works for me, so I just kind of figure it out. Maybe you could let me know in the comments below how you do it so that you don't have to fumble around like I did. But you know, hey, it works. See, I'm marking the door on it, or where it's gonna be, where it's gonna the little locking thing sits at. And again, lightly pre-drill, and then you'll see here that it closes. Yeah, boom. Well, had to make a readjustment here. So I think I had to bend it a little bit so that it stays shut. See that? So now it stays shut. So now we're gonna do the other one the same way. And again, there's probably other ways to do this, you know, but this is just the way that it worked out for me. And so there were probably a lot of things that I would do differently now if I could go back and do it again. I would probably do a bunch of things different, but hey, you learn, right? And keep in mind, so these are just 2x4s and redwood fencing. So material that's really easy to get a hold of and cheap too. This redwood fencing is only $1.58. And then once you stain it, this is the kind of material that you get once you stain it. Really pretty. My wife stained it, and I have another video too if you want to check it out on how to stain it. She did it. I didn't do the staining because I don't do very good at it, but she does an awesome job at it. And we wanted some door handles as well, so this is stuff that we had left over, so kind of pre-drilled them here and installed those door handles. So kind of add that last detail on it. So uh, I didn't use exact science. I just kind of just marked it, and if it looks good, it works for me. So that's about it. So as you can see there. So here's putting the slats on the bottom of it so that I could put my propane tank and other stuff on there. So basically I just measure them and cut them out, and then just I had already put some 2x4s down there in the bottom, and so that these attach to it. Nothing fancy. And my wife wanted to stain these, but we decided not to after all because it's more work, right? So here you go. So look at that. And close this nice and tight, and we're just making sure all the boards are nice and tight. So I think overall maybe between 150 to 200 on this. So hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. Tell me your comments, tell me your thoughts, tell me what you think, and it would really help if you hit the subscribe button and comment below. And I'll be uploading some more videos of other projects that I built around the house and that obviously my wife wants to build. So happy with the results, and I'll post a picture of what it looks like with everything, with the grill right in the middle of it. But look at all these different colors that you get, guys. I'm just blown away by it, and I hope you are too, and I really hope you try it and you enjoy it as much as I do. Look at that. It's just wow. Really cool, huh? Well, thank you guys for watching.